Louis Vuitton is one of the most counterfeited brands in the world. Whether you're buying pre-loved handbags or from an unknown source or direct to a friend, you need to be able to at least verify some basic authentication points if you want to be sure to buy a real authentic Louis Vuitton bag. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a step-by-step guide to be able to authenticate at least like very easy points and to be able to tell the difference between an authentic and a fake LV bag. We will talk about materials, stitching, hardware, placement, canvas, stamps, date codes, and everything. And stay until the end of the video because I'll share some insider tips on where to buy authentic Louis Vuitton bags, how to be sure, etc., etc. Let's start with the obvious thing, the first step, the material. Authentic Louis Vuitton bags are known for the high quality coated canvas, but you also have, you have the canvas, monogram, damier azur, damier ébène, and so on, sometimes limited edition ones. You also have an empreinte leather, you also have the epi leather, you have various materials, but the most common one is the coated canvas. It should feel like thick, structured kind of. The spidies can be folded, so it's normal if they are not like super structured. It should be like slightly grained also, like as you can feel, not too plasticky or smooth. The canvas also should have slight sheen, I would say, not too glossy there. Like fake bags usually feel very plasticky, very rigid. It's very different soft, you know, or on the contrary, way too soft. Like it's either one of them, but it's very hard to reproduce the exact same touch and feeling. Now, the inside Louis Vuitton uses different high quality linings depending on the model of the bag. The most common are microfiber like this, but also it could be like coarse grain or kind of suede inside. If the inside feels very cheap or different colors or materials that you can all like usually see online, it's a red flag. Don't take the risk. Second point that we can see are the stitching of the bag. Counts and precisions matter the most in these. So stitching is a great way to identify a fake bag. Louis Vuitton usually uses precise and symmetrical stitching, and usually you don't have like loose threads, except on vintage bags. It can happen, of course. These are bags that go through time, but still, it should be like a very specific color as well. You will never find a different yellow, or it's so specific, you know. It's like mustard yellow. Also, you have very symmetrical and same stitching. It's never like uneven usually, or orange. For example, I've seen like fake bags with orange stitching. I was like, what? Well, it depends also on limited edition, but usually like the classics are the same. Also on real LV bags, the number of stitches on each handle tab is always the same on same model. They can sometimes change it like for the years, but usually you will always find the same. They won't amuse themselves to change all the time and with very different like numbers. Third pro tip is the logo and the placement of the canvas and on the monogram. Louis Vuitton is very meticulous about the placement and the symmetry about the canvas. It should always be perfectly aligned, okay, and very symmetric. You have two here, and one there and there. You will never find like some weird placement. The LV can be cut at some parts. It is possible. Some people say no, but it is. And you can see on the website of Louis Vuitton that it can. And I've been talking with lots of people that works for Louis Vuitton, that are working for Louis Vuitton. I've done my studies, of course, and it can. But it depends where and which bag. Also, you will always find a part, depending on the bags, but you will always, for example, the spidies, find a part where the LV are the way around, just because it's one piece of coated canvas, okay? It's one piece only, it's not coated somewhere. So this is why there is one part where it's like on the good size and one part the other side. It's completely normal. It doesn't mean it's fake, but it's not on every type of Louis Vuitton bag. So be careful also with this. I always advise to compare on the website. We have internet now, so use it. You can compare, you can go on the website, you can go on various websites that you know, but it's important also to make your study. When a bag it's too cheap and you find like it's too good to be true, sometimes it's too good to be true and it's a fake. So very be careful, please. You will never find a bag like this for €100 or it will be completely destroyed. So be careful also like this. Think about it. 4 pro tip is date codes and microchip. Yes. So older Louis Vuitton bags, like this one, for example, this one is from, well, this one, for example, if you want to find the date code, it's like on the back of the pouch. Sometimes it can be on the other side depending on the year of the bag. But this one, for example, is here and it's a 99 bag. So it was produced like in the fifth weeks of 1999 year, because you have 4 numbers of 0959 means 0 and 5 are the week or the year, and the 9 and 9 are the year of the bag. So this is very interesting to know. It's a date code. It's not a serial unique number. It's a date code, meaning it will give you the week, well, the month obviously, and the year of the bag, but it will not be unique. You can have other bags that has exact same date stamp, and these date codes are before 2021, because now, since mid 2021, for majority of bags, not everything, but majority of bags, you will have a microchip that you cannot see with your own eyes. It's only like visible with an application or the machine directly from the store, and it can give you the serial number of the bag and tell you if it's a real bag or not. But you don't have anymore the serial number, like the date code, and usually it's inside the lining, so you won't see anything. It's invisible. And the SP on the date code means it was produced in France. So the two first letters give you the location where it was produced. So it can be like made in France, made in Italy, made in Spain, made in USA also. They decided to create more and more factory in the US to help like produce more. So it's also something that is true. Okay, now let's talk about the hardware quality, because it's a very, very good information as well. The quality of the hardware and the color also of the hardware is very important. On vintage, it can be like, it can look like used. It's completely normal, because with time, it is what it is. It should be kind of heavy, not too plastic. It's not plastic, never. So if you feel like it's plastic, run. Except for the newest model, I've been in store and some of the bags have plastic, and it's not hardware, it's plastic. So be careful also on this, but it can be real. But on vintage, if you find it's plastic, it's not like really heavy, or it feels like weird, don't go for it. And usually it should be written Louis Vuitton, like very easy to read, with a special like with a very, very special letters. Also on the leather part, always. I'm not going to give you all the details because I cannot give you everything. You have so many things, but I know also the count on the zipper is very important on Speedies and Kibble, for example. This is something you can count and should be like exactly the same on every size of bag on each model. It's so important. Now I'm going to give you common red flags, things that you should be like aware and what fake sellers are doing wrong. Super low price first, which is a very red flag for me. If it's too low, it's weird. Either the bag is in a really bad condition, either it's a good deal, but you know, if you're not a professional and you're afraid that it might be fake, don't take the risk. It's too much money. No receipt, no authenticity guarantee, nothing. Well, the receipts, I would not count on it, because if it's vintage, you know, and we don't authenticate with the receipt, it's very easy to falsificate. But the guarantee of the seller is very important. For example, with ourselves, we do guarantee authenticity. We also do it in-house, but we also have entropy certificate that is helped by LVMH, actually, where Louis Vuitton is part of, with big data, AI, and human verification. This is a tool in 2025 that is so good, actually, in my opinion. If you don't know what entropy is, I will probably make a video on this channel. I've already done it on my French, but this one not yet. So I will do it because I want to show you how it looks like, how it's working. But it's so helpful also for business like us, even if it does not replace human verification. And if it's a professional where you buy the bag, you should always have an invoice from the professional at least. not from the original bag, because if it's a vintage, of course, some people would not are not keeping everything and it doesn't mean anything. But the professional should always give you their invoice. This is very important. This way you have all the information of the business in case you have an issue. If you see on Louis Vuitton plastic handle wrapped, run. This is not the case on Louis Vuitton bags. This means it's fake. I see a lot on TikTok, like, unfortunately, live shopping where they sell lots of fake bags. We do lives on TikTok, and I'm so annoyed because there's like lots of fake sellers on the TikTok. So be very careful of what you see. But if you see Louis Vuitton with plastic here, not real. Same, if you see like very strange stamps on the leather or things that should not be here, also be very careful with that. Just my big advice would be to compare all the time and ask lots of questions. It's tons of money, so don't take any risk. If you're not sure, don't go for it. Now you have all the major tips I can give you to help you at least to navigate, to see if a bag is real or fake. You have nowadays a real good faked bag. Counterfeit bags are getting way better now. So there's always a risk, but you need to go with resellers that you trust. Personally, I do have an expertise and we sell only if we are sure the bags. Also, we do authenticate with Entropy. You can ask us anytime, obviously. I will give you my website here, bamluxurystore.com. We ship worldwide. I say we, but we are only 2 so far, Vincent and I. But we try our best to find you the best luxury bags ever. I'm mentioning Louis Vuitton right now, but we sell different brands. As you can see, I'm also a bag lover. I do have my own collection. I do my work every single week. I go in store. I try to learn new things when new type of bag, new model of bags are going out of store. I go check them. I do my work, you know. This is way important nowadays. For you to trust us, actually, it's so important because it's very high value bags, and we need to be able to be sure, even like just at least to sleep well, you know, at night. I know it's not important for everyone, but for us, it's so important actually. And if you're unsure about the bag that you bought online, be always, please authenticate it with an expert, either a brand that has an Entropy machine or someone that is really expert that can also double authenticate the bag or the accessories you bought. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe. This is lots of help for my little channel. I'm French and my name is Margot. I'm a bag lover, probably as you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me in the comments or in Instagram directly. My Instagram is margavalux and my professional Instagram is bamluxurystore. And if you're looking for 100% authentic Louis Vuitton bags, make sure to check our website. Sometimes everything is already sold out, but if you contact us, we can maybe source you something you would like. See you very soon for another video. Bye bye.